What's up, everybody? Y'all come on in. What's up, Letta? What's up, Mavro? What's up, Osiris? What's up, D? What's up, Kiana? Y'all come on in. What's up, Byron? What's up, Miss Pat? What's up, Anu? What's up, John? All right, we'll give him another minute, y'all. We'll get started. What's up, Mustafa? What's up, Vaught? All right. Let us begin. So the title of this lecture is called Genie's Wish. Genie's Wish. Now, of course, we got to talk about what is the genie. A genie is a spirit in Arabian folklore that is traditionally depicted in prison within a bottle or oil lamp and is capable of granting wishes when summoned, right? That's what a genie is. That's literally the Google definition of it. Now, where does the word genie come from is where it gets a little bit more interesting. It comes from the old Latin word genere, which means to beget or produce. Later on, it would evolve into the word genius, which means the original sense. It also means it means you have a spirit. It is also connected to the spirit that you are born with in the beginning. You see what I'm saying? The spirit that you acquire at birth. See what I'm saying? It also is a reference to an innate, inner natural ability or inclination, and exceptional natural ability, which we know we've talked about the exceptional nigga energy. You see what I'm saying? So this is what the genie is. The genie is literally this innate spirit within you that you are born with. And because you have this innate spirit has a pre-selected set of gifts that you are innately gifted with, whether it be artistry, whether it be clairvoyance, whether it be science, whether it be the ability to teach, whether it be math, whether it be physics, whatever your gift is. You see what I'm saying? Whatever your gift is, dancing, magic. You know, everybody has this innate set of gifts that when you born, you use these gifts to help you on your path. You see what I'm saying? They just visible effects that spawn out of your inner self. You know, that picture you paint is just literally a frozen image that you acquire from your that you snapped in your imagination. You see what I'm saying? What's up, Mar? What's up, Bamisha? You know, that you snapped in your imagination. So, you know, that sculpture is literally another frozen image that you snapped in your mind's eye and decided to sculpt it for the world to see what was going on in your mind. You see what I'm saying? What was going on? So all this mental mind is all right. So yes, you have these gifts. You can craft things with your hands. You can you know that those are the craftsmen. You can build businesses or buildings. You know, construction. Those are your masons, your builders. You know, it's many different aspects to the gifts you are born with this particular spirit, with this particular genie, also known as genius. You see what I'm saying? So this was happening here. Now, genie also comes from the word jinn, you know, in Islamic, which are supernatural beings in Islamic folklore. What's up, Brandon? In Islamic folklore, you see what I'm saying? They are created with. They say that the jinn are created with fitra, innate desire, to return back to the source or tap into that which is the original blueprint for all things, the original schematic, which is the Pluralian energy. You see what I'm saying? The Pluralian energy. So now, genie also comes from the word gene or genetics / genome. This is where it started getting good. You see what I'm saying? Why is this important? Genie in the movie Aladdin clearly states that you've never had a friend like me. He was referring to your genes, your genome. You see what I'm saying? Your genes. That's what he was referring to here. When he said, you've never had a friend like me. You know, so this is what he was referring to. You know, why? Well, what is the genie? The genie is literally your quantum soul self. Your higher self, as we call it. Well, it's really your quantum soul self. So let's look at a picture of that. You know. What's up, Jill? This genie in the movie Aladdin. You know. This is what your quantum soul self looks like. Right there. That's what your quantum soul self looks like. What's up, William? That's why he said you've never had a friend like me. And the genies was what? Highly magical beings. Because on the quantum realm, everything is so limitless down there that, you know, the possibilities are endless. So much so to the point where everything is magical as fuck to us. You see what I'm saying? It would be perceived as pure magic to us because it operates out of the current laws of this third dimensional reality, or the natural law, the laws of physics, classical physics. Quantum physics, that's why quantum physics is a whole other program. You know, classical physicists don't even like talking about quantum physics because it fucks with their ideology that this reality is what it is and it has its limitations. Quantum physics break those limitations in every which way possible. So that's why they can't stand it. So this is what's happening here. This is what's happening here. So your genes is actually literally your genie is literally your soul self. It's literally your soul self. Now, what is the genome? It is an organism's complete set of genetic information. A genome includes all hereditary instructions for creating and maintaining life, as well as instructions for reproduction. Let me read that one more time. What is the genome? It is an organism's complete set of genetic information. A genome includes all hereditary instructions for creating and maintaining life, as well as instructions for reproduction. See what I'm saying? What's up, Conscious Catch? What's up, Sky? So so that's what the genome is. The genome is literally your pretty much genetic programming as a whole, your genetic matrix as a whole inside of you. That's basically what the genome is. Now, what is DNA, or deoxynucleic acid, right? Deoxyribonucleic acid, right? DNA is the molecule that is the hereditary material in all living cells. You see what I'm saying? Notice it said the DNA is the molecule that is the hereditary material in all living cells. What does hereditary mean? It means familial. It means that which is passed down from generation to generation. So that's why your DNA is literally your ancestral library inside, your ancestral genetic library inside of you. You see what I'm saying? So cells, cells is what we're talking about here. So what is the lamp that the genie is trapped in the movie Aladdin? It is the neocortex, or the cerebrum. What's up, Sharice? It's the neocortex, or the cerebrum. What is the cerebrum? Cerebrum is that top part of your brain that is above your limbic system, or what they call a primitive mind. Scientists always demean that which is ancient and true. But the cerebrum is actually the new program that was installed inside of you by the demiurge. You see what I'm saying? You didn't have that in the beginning because you didn't need that. You didn't need the cerebrum at all. That's what you call the little brain. That was the ancient Egyptians referred to as the little brain. See what I'm saying? Your limbic system, what's up, Shurrock? Your limbic system is your real, brain, because it is your ancient mind. So this is what's really going on here. So in your limbic system, they said that the genie grants you 3 wishes. Why? The 3 wishes are what? It is your pituitary, your pineal, and your hypothalamus glands. Those are the 3 wishes. Those are the 3 wishes in this particular story. So what? How did Aladdin activate? The genie within him, the genes within him. Aladdin had to rub the lamp, causing heat to happen, which is a form of superconduction, which triggered the release of his genie. Right. When you doing your work, he had to rub that lamp, meaning he had to heat it up. That Kundalini energy, that Kundalini heat. That's what you were seeing. That friction, that superconduction, that caused the awakening of your inner genie, or your genes, or your genetics. What's up, Alexis? What's up, Kim? Your genetics, your genies. You see what I'm saying? Your genome. So this is what's happening here. So when he woke the energy up, what did we see? We seen the genie manifest out of him. Now because he was in a cave. The cave was what? His subconscious mind. That's where your inner genie lie. Your subconscious mind. Because your genome is your auto mind. Literally. It's the manifestation of your auto mind. Your genes and everything is what gives the instruction to your cells to make your body work. You see what I'm saying? So yeah. That's what you got going on here. So now let's see here. Now, peculiar thing, before I continue here, before we go further, before we go further here, there's a couple of things that I came across that was of interest. One question popped up was that I really liked was, what happened to all the genies? What's up, Javon? What happened to all the genies? You know, that was a real damn good question. I was like, damn, you know what? What happened? What did happen to all the genies in this Aladdin series? What the fuck happened to all of them? Well, I came across a video that talks about it.
When Jafar went in search of ultimate power, he went to find the genie of the lamp.
Let me see here. There we go.
When Jafar went in search of ultimate power, he went to find the genie of the lamp, one of the few remaining genies of the world. We later learn from Aladdin's stories within his series that long ago there were many genies, but now they have practically all been destroyed, making Genie one of the last of his kind. Which is why today I want to talk about why there are so few remaining. I want to share with you everything we know about the creatures that practically brought them to extinction. Hello, on my 6 months of videos where we discuss fun topics for fun people. On my channel, I focus on spreading magic by examining Disney films, so if you are new here, consider subscribing. Now, there are a few genies left throughout Aladdin's world. I've talked previously about how Genie was able to get pretty close with a genie in a bottle named Eden, but for the most part, a genie can be pretty hard to come by. Okay, so there's not that many left, but what could have possibly eradicated beings with phenomenal cosmic power? Genies could summon riches, level cities, and create their own kind, so what could have ended so many of them? We are aware that some magical treasures like the Crystal of Ix could destroy genies by stripping them of their magic. We also know that when genies are tethered to an object, that when that object is destroyed, like in the case of Jafar's lamp being destroyed by lava, that then the genie is also killed in the process. But even though there's many ways to end the life of a genie, it's truly through one creature that the prevalence of genies was brought to an end. The beings that killed so many genies were the vicious, ruthless, bloodthirsty reptilian genie hunters known as Muktars. They live.
Oh, let me see, can I brighten this up so y'all can see him better.
The genie is also killed in the process. But even though there's many ways to end the life of a genie, it's truly through one creature that the prevalence of genies was brought to an end. The beings that killed so many genies were the vicious, ruthless, bloodthirsty reptilian genie hunters known as Muktars. They live to wipe out genies. They eat, sleep, and breathe the extinction of genies. They're genius! As unstoppable and relentless creatures, Muktars would never give up until they found their prey. From the very moment they came to life, they were taught and trained to hunt genies. They had the ability to track genies by their scent, and no matter where they were, they could sense magic. And once they knew where their prey were, they would ride mysterious bird-like creatures out after them. They kind of look like Tauntauns from Star Wars, but they definitely aren't. They definitely have a bit of a beak. But what could these beings even do once they came into contact with the phenomenally cosmic powered genies? You'd think that they'd get tossed aside easy and that genies would have no fear over them because they appeared to just be any ordinary entity very similar to humans. You know, the main difference being they've got a few more scales. But the truth is, they can overpower genies. They are built to endure magic and have strength, speed, and agility that is practically uncomparable. They can maneuver through a genie's magic and are able to isolate them. And if a Muktar can get genies into that position, it's not looking good for them at all. With magical weapons they likely forged for their people, they could trap restrain, and eventually end the life of a genie. They had a lantern that could entrap the genie as if it was its own lamp or bottle. They had cuffs that could restrain a genie to be obedient to a master. They were able to entangle individuals into an amulet that seems kind of similar to the one that was in Sophia the First. And the Mukhtars even had a sword that could deflect a genie's magic. They were born and raised to fight, and they definitely could hold their own no matter who they fought. Mukhtars were also very traditional in nature. They often took a lot of pride in the work that they did. That's why when Genie saves one of the last remaining members of the Mukhtars, he is in debt to the genie. I owe you a debt of honor that I must repay. The Mukhtar, ingrained in the ways he had been taught, desired to keep the roles that they had existed within for generations. For him, befriending genies was just stupid. We are not friends. Genies across the world feared the Mukhtars, who came after them and hunted them for generations. Eventually, the Mukhtars themselves also had their empire come to an end. Mukhtars were imprisoned, enslaved, and killed by those searching for genies, either to murder them or dominate them. Going back to Jafar now, I kind of wonder if he searched for a Mukhtar to find a genie. I mean, he was one that was connected within the underworld and was searching for any mystical item that could get him the power that he desired over Agrabah and the rest of the world. So I wonder if he ever stumbled upon any of these genie hunting creatures. But of course, by the time Jafar would have searched for Mukhtars, they were as rare as genies themselves. Mukhtars and genies had been all but eradicated, but eventually one of them came into contact with Aladdin and Genie. The genie came into contact with one of the creatures that had slaughtered his people. And it was clear from how Genie freaked out that he was definitely a bit scared of the Mukhtars. I thought they didn't exist anymore.
Well, there's at least one left, pal, and he's looking for you.
The Mukhtar they came into contact, though, had endured many changes since his ancient days. He has to make his way in the world by doing what he does best, pretty much becoming a mercenary. Eventually, though, through Genie's pure kindness and compassion, he is able to see that he can forgive the Mukhtar. The Genie does not hold any hatred in his heart, maybe because he's had thousands of years to deal with it and forgive. And through that offer of peace, the Mukhtar turns away from the traditions that he had long lived by. This is why when Genie and his friends have their lives on the line, the Mukhtar turns away from who he was, does what is right, and saves them all.
A friend was in mortal danger. You would do the same for me.
For thousands of generations, genie hunters called Mukhtars used their weapons, skills, and natural abilities to end the many genies that existed in the world. While eventually all of that destruction and pain would be forgiven through the acts between one of the last genies and Mukhtars, these two types of beings believed for most of their existences that they were natural enemies. And that conflict between these two creatures, the belief that Mukhtars were destined to hunt every genie in existence, was the reason that Genie was one of the last of his kind. Fun people, thank you for supporting the channel by liking this video, buying the Watso Videos merchandise.
Metaphysically, the genies are your higher self, and the Mukhtars are your lower self. Of course, eventually we know the higher forces and the lower forces clashed. And pretty much they wiped each other out. Almost. You see what I'm saying? You know, they almost wiped each other out. The reptilians, we know about the white drakes. You know, we know about the gray drakes. You know, who are, who seek to continue to suppress us, because they want us trapped in these bodies, because the lamp also represents the physical body that you trapped in as well, not just the physical brain. They're just one of many of the, they're just one aspect of the whole prison, which is the lamp. That's why the genie be like, damn, it's so tight in here. The reason why it's so tight in here is because you are literally trapping infinite power, infinite consciousness in this little tiny 5 foot, 6 foot 7-foot vessel. You see what I'm saying? Which is nothing. We used to be in 50 to 100 feet beings. Not no fucking 5 to 6 inches. That we ain't even babies. We like pebbles to our ancestors now. If one ancestor was to walk this earth, that was truly 100 feet, he wipe out half the planet, or she'd wipe out half the planet just by stomping on it. You see what I'm saying? So just by stuffing. You see what I'm saying? 100 feet. This world cannot take 100 feet. 100-foot footstep. You see what I'm saying? They could barely take 10 feet, 12 feet, 20 feet. Let alone goddamn 100 feet. 100 feet. You see what I'm saying? So that's what you got going on. So that's what the genie and the Mukhtar were. They represent on the metaphysical level that split between your lower self and your higher self, or those lower vibrational energies of your lower chakras and those high vibrational energies of your heart chakra. And they both had to find balance in what? The heart chakra. That's what you just seen at the end there when they was on the mountain. That the mountain was the heart chakra. But physically, it represents the war between the cosmic forces, the cosmic higher forces, and the archonic forces of this plane. You see what I'm saying? That's what it represented physically. You know, the archons and all them. You know, the demiurge. You know, these motherfuckers trying to keep the demiurge alive. So they continue to rule down here. But it's the change of the guard is at hand as of the Great Convergence. We had another Great Convergence, which compounded times 3. You know, recently with the Mercury, Jupiter, and Saturn conjunction. Saturn represents the underworld. Jupiter represents the higher realms. Now you got Mercury. Mercury is the messenger, which is the middle realm. You see what I'm saying? So it's the messenger energy. It's the technology and everything. So now you get a complete overhaul on all levels due to this this triple conjunction that's happening. And they said it's supposed to be happening, and they don't conjunct just once. They conjunct twice. Once this month, which happened this weekend, and you still feeling the effects of it. And they're supposed to do it again next month. You know, so it's conjunctions happening all throughout the cosmos. Those conjunctions are happening inside of you as well. That's why you can't sleep. That's why you're hyper creative right now. That's why you're feeling this electro energy, this plasma energy flowing through you. That's why the force inside of you is at an all-time high and is exploding and booming inside of you. That's what's happening in here. You see what I'm saying? Because the convergence is just way markers. The cosmic ones outside in the universe are way markers to what's really happening inside of you. This is the return of the ancient ones, the return of the ancient energy inside of you. You see what I'm saying? Them pulsations, them implosions. You see what I'm saying? Them genetic implosions. Not explosions, implosions that's happening inside of you. They feel like dynamite going off in you. Those are the new awakening forces inside of you. Not something old, something new. Which is why we're not using the word deity like that. We're using the word Seity. So before I get to the Seity, we're going to continue here. A few more things I want to cover with the Genie. Now, let's see where we at. What is your higher self? It is your quantum soul intelligence and body. I showed you that picture. Why is your soul body radiant? Why is your soul body so radiant? It is because it is composed of enlightened atoms or atoms. You see what I'm saying? What is the glow? You see what I'm saying? Of this, because when you look at your soul body, it emits a sublime glow, like they told you in The Last Dragon. It is bioluminescence, which is your ability to generate light from within you. That's why there is such a war of worlds going on over soul. Because he or she who has a soul can generate light within them at will. See what I'm saying? That light is your cosmic intelligence from within you, your primordial intelligence, and that is represented by Eve or evolution. Because if Adam is the quantum intelligence itself, then Eve is the evolution and the expansion of that quantum intelligence out of you. You see what I'm saying? That's what you got going on here. So bioluminescence. That's why the War of the Souls is so fucking great down here. Because they know niggas can generate light at will. You see what I'm saying? Vampirism is feeding off their light without your conscious permission. Peak game. So it's their vampiristic tendencies to feed off their light versus our ability to bioluminate, which is generating that light from within us ourselves at our own free will. That's what the war about. That's what the MK Ultra is all about. You see what I'm saying? I said that on my post yesterday. Like, nah, you gotta learn to bioluminate yourself. The glow. Like Bruce Leroy and Show Enough. See what I'm saying? You gotta generate that light from within you yourself. You know, and once you learn to tap into that soul spark, that all spark, that genius, that genie, that super conscious being within inside, that super conscious and ultra conscious being inside of you, that you become the master, the grandmaster, the overlord of your own fate, and your own destiny, because you can channel that glow from within you at will and harness that light to do seemingly amazing things, aka special effects, aka visible effects, aka the natural force abilities like they show you in Star Wars or Avatar. I don't like to say Marvel or DC because how they're portrayed in Marvel and DC is unrealistic. You see what I'm saying? It's unrealistic. You know, it's kind of like feeding a baby the idea that they have the potential to become super beings. But the big boys and the big girls study shit like Star Wars and Avatar, and hell, even Harry Potter, because Harry Potter shit is very realistic because they just using Latin words. And you can use those same Latin words your damn self. You see what I'm saying? They just using Latin words to make shit move with their mind and their wands and shit. You can buy one right now if you wanted to, or you go talk to my boy Rupert. He sell them. Last time I checked, if he's released them. So yeah. Whoa. Yeah. So that's what the big boys and girls actually study. They study shit that actually teaches you step by step how to harness this omnicestral force inside of you. You see what I'm saying? That's reawakened. That's been dormant for 400 to 1,000 years inside of you. Start going dormant about 1,000 years ago. You know, that's why motherfuckers love to stay within everything from 1000 AD up until now. You see what I'm saying? They love to stay within that timeline in these movies. Notice they ain't really talking about the future. They talking about the present and the past. Most of the past. And usually their favorite timelines is everything from the 30s on up to, I say, the 50s or 60s. You see what I'm saying? The 50s and 60s. So those are usually their favorite timelines. Sometimes they even go the 70s and 80s as well. You know, like they did with Wonder Woman and all that. But most of the time you see them, it's the 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. You know, like they showed you in Umbrella Academy. Why? They don't want, because they know that nothing is for them. You know, nothing is happening for them as we move forward. It's getting harder and harder for these motherfuckers to stay on the planet. See, it's still 2020. They still got, shit, we halfway through, goddamn. Yeah, we about halfway through January now. January 12th. So you talking about January 12th? March 20th is the new year? Man, that ain't long. They ain't never 2 months away. Yeah, 2 months and some change. You see what I'm saying? To 2021. You see what I'm saying? So you know, it's getting harder and harder for them to stay. That's why they're acting a fool right now with the storming the Capitol Hill and all that shit. They know this shit is booming right now, and they can't do nothing about it. Their objective is they're trying their best to keep this timeline in existence because they rule this timeline, this particular time period. Problem is, this timeline itself is fighting against them, like they showed you in the movie Tenet. Literally, time is fighting against them. That's why they had to go. They're trying to walk backwards in time so that they can stay in power, but they fighting against the flow of time. You see what I'm saying? They fighting against the flow of time, like the Prince of Persia did. You know, he's supposed to be dead, but he fought against the flow of time, the Dahaka. So the hawkers is coming after their asses now, because you can only fight against the flow of time for so long before time has a way of whooping your ass. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Them time forces, them time police come see you. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? They got all these movies about time costs. None of time costs turning on their ass. See what I'm saying? So this you got going on here. This you got going on. So let's see here. So then you got, what is melanogenesis? It is a form of biofluorescence, which is your innate ability to absorb radiation, solar radiation, with your melanin and transmute it into color radiation, or your electromagnetic auric fields. And that's represented by Noril, the Gnostic goddess of fire and light. Taking the fire, the solar fire from the sun, and transmuting it into color, light, another form, because color is nothing but light, just different form. See what I'm saying? You gotta go into the darkness of your melanin first, and then it's transmuted into new forms of light, into new frequencies, into new vibrations. That's biofluorescence. You see what I'm saying? Biofluorescence. So when motherfuckers ask you how y'all absorbing, how you using your melanin to absorb radiation from the sun, it's biofluorescence. Go research it. You know, you can biofluoresce just like you can bioluminate. You can generate it from within, or you can absorb it from the solar light without. You see what I'm saying? You have both gifts. And that's why that's two of the major powers of the soul. You see what I'm saying? You can generate that light from within you with your free will, or you can summon that light from outside of you, absorb it into your melanin, and transmute it into color radiation, which manifests in the form of your electromagnetic field, your electromagnetic auric field. You see what I'm saying? So you biofluoresce every day, because every day for 12 hours of the day, there's literally light outside. So you literally, whether the sun is out or not, you still absorbing the solar radiation of the planet, because of the fact that it's light outside. You see what I'm saying? So wherever you go, whatever you do, you still absorbing light in some shape, form, or fashion. And that's called biofluorescence. You see what I'm saying? And you transmute that biofluorescence into different colors. You see what I'm saying? Different colors. The rainbow matrix. You see what I'm saying? That's why your chakras emit different colors, because your melanin is absorbing solar light, solar radiation, and light, period, because light is nothing but intelligence and information, is absorbing it and transmuting it into colors, which is why your chakras are rainbow, is a rainbow matrix, is a rainbow program, because those are the different colors that are being transmuted due to your biofluorescence process. You see what I'm saying? Your biofluorescent process. So that's what's going on. And you emit those colors out of you. Those colors shine out of you in what? Your electromagnetic auric field. So this is what you got going on here. What's up, GG? This is what you got going on here. So this is what's blowing their mind. This is why they want a soul so bad. They want to bioluminate like you. They want to biofluoresce like you. That's why they after your melanin so much. Now you starting to make sense now. You see what I'm saying? They want to bioluminate and they want to biofluoresce just like your ass. Just like us. You see what I'm saying? They really, really, really desire those two abilities of the soul. The soul come with fucking many benefits down here. That all spark, the divine spark, allows you to do multiple things. You see what I'm saying? Two of the most prominent things is your ability to bioluminate, generate light from within, which allows you to summon the glow within you at will, like Bruce Leroy and Sho'nuff did. This Sho'nuff not know that he could tap into the glow? Hell yeah, he knew. Obviously he knew. He wasn't shocked when the nigga fucking hand started glowing red. Now did it? Hell no. The nigga just said, playtime over, boy. And he started whooping his ass with the glow, with his soul energy. You see what I'm saying? It was only on the root chakra level. He was only using the red ray, but it doesn't matter. He decided to use his bioluminescence and biofluorescence to generate the red glow completely. You can do that too. You can focus on your green heart, your green chakra, your heart chakra, and with the color green, you can literally emanate that color green out of you at will. You don't your chakras do it anyway automatically, but if you just want to take control of the process, say you need more love today. You need more love, cause what motherfuckers don't understand, love can come from anywhere. It doesn't matter. Your friends and family don't have to give you love. You get love from any fucking way. You get love from a complete stranger. Love is not boxed into one particular entity. Now your friends and your family may be one of the primary sources of you getting that energy. You getting that receiving that energy. But for the most part, you can get love from anybody. But more importantly, you can bioluminate your own love at will. You see what I'm saying? You can generate love from within you at will. You don't need nobody else because you have a soul. So whatever you need, you can tap into your soul energy and summon it at will. So if you low on love, focus on your heart chakra. You got like 5 heart chakras, pick one, shit. Or use them all. You see what I'm saying? Pick one. Or use them all. You got the heart chakra here, which is green. You got your what they call the lower heart, what they call the lower heart chakra, which is peach. That sits in the center of your physical heart. I'm trying to think of the proper name for it, but it's not coming to me. And then you got the high heart chakra, which is like literally your upper heart. You see what I'm saying? That's pink. And then you got two an extension of the thymus chakra, which is the upper chakra left, right, upper chakra right, and upper chakra left, which do different things. So you got like 5 heart chakras. You see what I'm saying? You should pick one and work with it. Pick one work with them, do different things. The sacred heart. That's what the lower heart is called, the sacred heart. So sacred heart is peach, regular heart is green, upper heart is pink. The upper heart right, I think, is a form of gold, and then like upper heart left is like a brilliant red. It's like not like the crimson red you see. It's like a real bright red. You see what I'm saying? Like a real shining red. See what I'm saying? And those 5 chakras do what they do. You see what I'm saying? They do what they do. So it's up to you to tap into those energies. So if you long love, then and if this heart hurting, then you got 3 motor operating. You see what I'm saying? These usually they attack your regular heart and your sacred heart the most. Well, your upper heart can send energy to those other 2 to heal them. You see what I'm saying? Or you use your mojo bags or whatever. It's different crystals that you can put on or whatever you're going to do to regenerate that energy. You don't have to sit here and suffer in this motherfucker as a star child. You see what I'm saying? As a star lord around this bitch. You have many different tools at your disposal, both in you and without you. You see what I'm saying? You ain't got to sit down here and suffer. That's one of the biggest lies going down here. You can do whatever the fuck you need to do to advance, and you could be all you could be to the highest degree. You see what I'm saying? So yeah. So go for it. So now, another thing that I came across in my studies before I continue here is they brought up another concept. They asked the question, who cursed the genie? I was like, oh, that's interesting. And another video they had on that. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about who cursed the genie. You see what I'm saying? Who trapped the genie in the lamp? Who trapped the genie in your body? Oh, we're going to go in on this for a second.
The genie is forced to do the bidding to all those who rub the magic lamp he is tethered to, using his phenomenal cosmic power. He grants his masters 3 wishes, but is stuck in a... He is a slave to the magic lamp. But how did it get this way? Hello, I'm Isaac from What's Up Videos, where we discuss fun topics for fun people, and today I'm going to explain what trapped the genie in the magic lamp. Although Jafar's wish to become Hello, Genie! also made him a slave to a lamp. That's not really what genies originally were. His wish was manipulated to trap him, but not all genies were originally trapped in objects. The idea of the genie can actually be traced back to the Quran, where genies were originally named the jinn. The jinn were created from a smokeless, scorching fire, but they were also physical beings who could interact with the world around them. In addition, the morality of the jinn was as fluid as humans, meaning free will allowed them to be good, evil, or neutrally beneficial to the world around them. For example, there is a class of jinn known as the shaitan jinn, which are analogous to the Christian demon. Since the jinn's creation in the Quran, the idea of a supernatural being of smoke has weaved its way into mythology and popular culture. One of the most famous appearances of a jinn is, of course, in the Middle Eastern folktale of Aladdin from the Book of 1001 Nights. In all of the genie's appearances, and even in Aladdin's original story, there is never a description of how a jinn could become a prisoner of a magic lamp. Who could have accomplished capturing an all-powerful jinn? Since there was no definitive idea in the already established mythology, I had to search through Disney canon if I hoped to find an answer to who trapped the genie in Disney's Aladdin. There had to be someone in Disney movies, comics, or television who was from long ago, since the genie has been around for at least
A few millennia.
who had extremely powerful magic to trap mythical creatures like the jinn. Could it have been the gods of Olympus? No, I don't think so. They may have power to trap the genie and have lives long enough to have imprisoned him, but that doesn't mean they would have been concerned on the affairs of humans. Instead, they send heroes off to fight their heinous foes. Maybe Ursula cursed the genie. She does use objects like the Nautilus shell to capture magical essences like Ariel's voice, meaning she could have made the lamp, and she has the long life as a sea witch to be alive long enough to capture the genie. But Ursula has no motivation to create an all-powerful wish granter when she herself makes deals to make people's dreams come true. A similar problem occurs for powerful individuals in Disney canon like Maleficent, Merlin, and the people of Atlantis. They all border on the line of possessing enough magical power to stop a genie. They are not known to create magic items, and we have no clue how long they have been alive. Sure enough, though, I kept digging and I finally found a group of people who met the necessary criteria to imprison the genie, the Kingdom of Moru. These were a people mentioned in the Disney Junior show Sophia the First and the Disney Channel show Elena of Avalor, who held extreme magical ability. We know this because of the Codex Meru, which is a magic book written by the Meru people, which contains the most ancient and powerful magic ever known. In addition, Zuzo, a spirit fox who guides Princess Elena through the human and spirit worlds, explains the Meru crafted many objects with immense power, including the Amulet of Avalor, the Scepter of Light, and the Eye of Midnight, meaning they definitely could have crafted a magic lamp. Before the Meru kingdom vanished into oblivion and was rebuilt into Elena's kingdom of Avalor, we also know they took it upon themselves to regulate and protect the world from powerful foes like Orizaba, a dangerous moth fairy. Long ago, she tried to bring total darkness to the world until a Meruvian wizard stopped her and trapped her to the spirit world. Since they stopped heinous threats in the past, then they would have intervened if there was a dangerous jinn looming over the world. Does that mean then that the genie was originally a shaitan jinn? Yes, I think so, and there's actually some evidence for that as well. The genie has shown to have a bit of a temper, which he controls with the use of humor. The genie screamed at Aladdin here, just for questioning his abilities.
Excuse me? You wake me up, you bring me here, and all of a sudden you're walking out on me? I don't think so. Not right now. You're getting your wishes, so sit down!
Maybe at one point his temper was out of control, leading to some horrific moments in his past. Furthermore, he also is quick to give advice to Aladdin not to lie or deceive the people he cares about, indicating the genie may have experience with the consequences of cruel behavior.
Tell her the truth.
I think the genie was hurting people around him and was bringing chaos from his anger, so the Meru used their immense power to create the magic lamp to curse the threatening jinn into being a slave of all who rub it. The The genie pushed everyone away and hurt people, so the Maru set up a curse with an equal punishment. To be free, he would need to open himself up, gain friendship, and one day have a master who would use the practically unlimited magic at their disposal to free him. For hundreds of years, the lamp had many masters and traveled across the world until the genie met Aladdin. So now it's time for your thoughts. Do you think the Maru played a part in trapping the genie? Let me know in the comment section along with any other ideas you have for future Discovering Disney episodes. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more like it, then
let's talk about it. Who cursed the genie? Who trapped the genie in the bottle? We know the bottle is the physical body. Right? We know that, right? We know the bottle is the physical body. So who trapped the genies? Who trapped the guys in the body? The demiurge. How do we know this? Let's look at the Tower of Babel story. It says that, and I quote, humanity, well, we're going to call them earthlings because they weren't humans. We're going to throw away their program. The earthlings at this time were building, growing, speaking one language. And after a while, they got so advanced, they decided to build a tower that would reach the heavens. Now, metaphysically, we know the tower is your spine, and Babel is your pineal gland. You see what I'm saying? The people are your inner forces, the inner forces inside you, both demonic, angelic, and all in between, right? So, now, physically, it could have been a Stargate port, could have been a ship port, because it reached to the heavens. So that means you had access to space travel. You know, you had access to Stargate travel. You know, because remember, Babel is also what? The gate of God. So for it to be a gate, that means a gate is what? A doorway, a portal. So it's a Stargate. You see what I'm saying? So all these things, all these connections, you know, that we seeing here, let you know that this tower, this spine, this place inside, both inside you and outside of you, you know, was being built. You know, it was one of our greatest creations. You know, so we doing our thing, we chilling, we minding our own fucking business, right? Then, in the middle of the story, some random beings come down from the heavens and tell you that you doing that we gonna punish you for doing too good of a job. You see, motherfuckers ain't saying that about the Tower of Babel story. This motherfucker punished you for being too good. He punished you for being a wondrous and powerful species / race. You see what I'm saying? Of beings. You got punished for doing what the fuck you was supposed to be doing. That's how we know you didn't fall from anything. You see what I'm saying? That's why I never said that you fell from anything, because you didn't. You were trapped in a program, an artificial matrix, a cyberspace. That's what you in, a cyberspace, where you live in a cyber plane, which is what you in right now, an artificial reality, a video game reality, where literally you are, and it becomes a prison. You know, cyber Tartarus around this bitch. You see what I'm saying? Tartarus means is a magical prison in Greek in Greek mythology. It's we've talked about Helheim, you know, Hades. So literally you got locked down in this shit. Cause literally in the Tower of Babel, what it said, this God, the demiurge, Yaldabaoth, the blind God, literally states, and I quote, "We will bestow boundaries upon them. We will bestow restrictions upon them. We will also bestow limitations upon them. Limitations upon them." You see what I'm saying? You will. So this is what you got going on. Restrictions, boundaries, and limitations which you did not know. We will also confuse the languages, because the one language you spoke was telepathy. You see what I'm saying? It was telepathy. because we were telepaths. That's why the original language is hieroglyphs. They images. They literally frozen pictures of your imagination, because we spoke through telepathy and frozen imagery. You see what I'm saying? We would telepathically transmit the images to our fellow being, and they would see it, say, okay, and then they would telepathically send the image that they seen from their point of view. You see what I'm saying? And that's why that's how you got the hieroglyph. That's why the ancient Egyptians or Cometians were drawing their language instead of writing their language, because they were telepaths. See, that was the original language. See what I'm saying? Motherfuckers ain't telling you this. So this demiurgic being and his archonic host, because he was talking to somebody, he said, let us. He said, let us go down here and fuck these niggas up. You see what I'm saying? So that means he had help. Who was the help? It was the archonic beings. What are archons? A lot of people ask me that. They are spiritual jailers, celestial vampires, world rulers, and the owners of this material matrix that you live in. You see what I'm saying? As it is right now. You see what I'm saying? What they tell you about it, as it is in heaven, so it is on earth. So if fucking the cosmos is a material prison, what the fuck you think earth is? A material prison. So that's what you got. This is what you got going on here. So he came down with his beings, with his team, and fucking bestowed limitations and trapped the genies in their bottle, which comes in the manifestation of, first, the neocortex that was implanted on your limbic system, and second, the body itself, because they are the creators of this physical body, this version of it, this meat suit that you in. That's why it's called the meat bag. That's why it gets sick so easily. That's why something is always wrong with this motherfucker every 5 seconds, because it is a compromised vessel due to it being the fucking manifestation of a cruel, jealous, fucked up, distorted, psychopathic, sociopathic God who you know as Yaldabaoth, the blind God, aka the demiurge. This is what we talking about here. Yeah, I'm out of that. Let me switch up. This is what you talking about. This is what we talking about here. So yeah, all his names, Yaldabaoth, Yahweh, Yahushua, Allah, which is, La is another way of saying Yah, by the way. All these fucking names that you got, you know, in these one God religions, you know, Christianity, Hebrewism, which they changed the name to Judaism, which is suspect in and of itself, because they saying Judaism, you know, Judaism, you know, not Judaism, Judaism, which is the betrayal, according to their Christian story. So they tell you they betray, they trade us. They trade us to who? The Gnostics, who were the original teachers of them. You see what I'm saying? They are traitor rogue. They are traitor rogue squadron. You see what I'm saying? Rogue sect of the true teachings, which is Gnosticism. And of course, Christianity is a rogue set of them, because we know what happened with Christianity. They broke off from the Catholic Church during the Protestant Reformation. We already know that. That's their history. You see what I'm saying? So this is what you got going on. This is how the genie got trapped in the bottle. There was a war that went down against us and them. Our own people sold us out. That's how they beat us. Our own people sold us out, because they started tapping into archonic magics. You know, archonic magics. And they chose to turn their back on the ways of our ancestors. That's what you're seeing. A lot of motherfuckers ask me about swirling. Swirling, you have two bloodlines inside of you. You have the Moorish bloodline, or the Jedi bloodline, and you have the Moorish bloodline, or the Jedi bloodline. You can either choose to be a Mer, which is the true way of your ancestors, or you're going to choose to be a Moor, which is the false, corrupted, perverted version perverted indigenous people who work for the establishment or the order of archons. That's what you got going on. They selling us out to this day. There you go, Pebbles. They still selling us out to this day. You see what I'm saying? It ain't changed, you know. Motherfuckers telling you that this is that and this is that and all this other crazy shit. No, it is what it is. Cause you know that's called a spade a spade. It's fucked up down here. You know, it's no point in sitting here sugarcoating the shit. There's two bloodlines down here. You have Yaldabaoth's children, the Order of Archons, and you have Sophia's children. You see what I'm saying? The Order of the Daywalkers, the Order of the Starseeds, as we call ourselves these days. You see what I'm saying? And you can either choose either bloodline. For us over here in America, it's either the merged bloodline or the Moorish bloodline. You got two choices. You either gonna pick the Moorish side of it, the Washita, the Califians, the Muskogeans, the Iroquois, the Lenape, the Omaha, the Osage, all of them. You see what I'm saying? All of them, the Yamashi, and all the other indigenous ancestors, the Olmecs. We when it comes to the Latin community, they have we talked about them. For them, it's either the Olmecs or the Conquistador bloodline. But for us over here in America, North America, the United States of America, you either got the Moorish or the Moorish bloodline, and you can choose either one. You see what I'm saying? You can choose either fucking one. See what I'm saying? Cherokee, Choctaw, Seminole. See what I'm saying? The original Cherokee, Choctaw, Seminole. Not these $5 Indian motherfuckers around here false claiming. You see what I'm saying? And all these other motherfuckers false claiming, using your shit as goddamn they shit. You know, and they created their own false teachings around that particular group. You know, ain't no such thing. These motherfuckers telling you that we all human. We not humans, first of all. If they telling you we humans, you should walk away. They telling you that we are all one people. We not all one people. Obviously, we not all one people because we all doing different shit on the planet. You see what I'm saying? You know, we are not all one people. We are all different groups of people doing different shit. We just so happen to share Mother Earth at this time. You see what I'm saying? But we are not all one people. That's bullshit. The only thing we have in common that we all live on Earth. You see what I'm saying? But we are not all one people. You know, we are Earthlings because we are born native to the Earth. Most of us, some of these motherfuckers is clones and droids and all other type of shit. You know, but for the most part, we talking about the indigenous people who are mainly born here. You know, whatever group you was born into, you incarnated into that group for a motherfucking reason. You see what I'm saying? So deal with it. You know, if you want to if you was born into East Indian, then be a fucking East Indian. You was born into the Asian house, then be a fucking Asian. You was born to the American Negro house, then be a fucking American Negro. You see what I'm saying? You know, you can take from the different other cultures and, you know, take from what they learn, you know, what you learn from them and adapt it to your growth. Ain't nothing wrong with that, you know, if it's useful to you. But for the most part, you are what you are. You know, so ain't no in between. Ain't no disputing it. You know, ain't no disputing it at this point. So, you know, don't let these motherfuckers fool you with that shit. But nah. That's how the genies got trapped in the lamp. That's all the story is telling you. It's telling the story of how you, the God who was actually the genie, got trapped in this archonic vessel. It was a war. We was winning the war. Then our own people sold us out. And them plus the archons and everybody else, we were surrounded. We was outnumbered, outmanned, and outgunned. They took us down, and they used their magics to trap us in these physical vessels, as you know today. You see what I'm saying? And we've been living this third dimensional, miserable existence ever since. And if y'all don't believe me, then ask yourselves. You know, motherfuckers like to bring up our ancestors. All the shit that our ancestors could do. All the things they could talk about. These motherfuckers was masters of the universe. Now tell me, why was the only thing that they actually talked about, well, you know, that they glorified down here was death? You know, the most popular book in ancient Kemet was what? The Book of the Dead. Why? Because obviously, if death was the most important thing down here, that means life was fucked up. You know, shit, just because you rule the world don't mean you don't know that something's wrong with this shit. And they knew something was wrong with this shit. They knew that this was a demiurge reality. Like I said, you never fail from anything. It was a corrupt, defunct, distorted program from the jump. That's why ancestors talked about death so much. You see what I'm saying? That's why they talked about death so fucking much. Because they knew that this was a distorted, defunct, broken program. You so-called failed or went through these alchemical processes so that you can get so that you can set yourself up to get the fuck up out of here when the stars align for you again. You see what I'm saying? That's what the process was about. We just set ourselves up, position ourselves perfectly, so when the stars align, aka these great conjunctions that's happening and will continue to happen for the next 5 years on the planet. You know, this won't be the last. You know, Mercury and Jupiter and Saturn. Notice Jupiter and Saturn is mainly the spearheads here. Saturn being the plower, the underworld, fucking Jupiter being the cosmos. Now you got Mercury right now, the messenger god. What does messengers do? They send frequencies everywhere. So that's like the Middle Earth. That's Middle Earth there. So you got the middle, you got the underworld, which is Saturn, and then you got the upper world, which is Jupiter. And they all doing what? Working to get you free. Right now, those stars are aligning. You see what I'm saying? Those stars are fucking aligning for you. So that's what's happening here when you dealing with this demiurge. That's what the real story of the genie being trapped in the lamp is all about. It is telling how these archons and our own people, Moors, how you know that they a traitor group. Now, tell me this. You know, the original goddess on the planet that was ever produced, the original mother goddess that was ever produced was named what? Mu. Right? You know, y'all know it's Heru on the in your ancient Commission teachings, but over here we just simply call them Mu. Mu is spelled M-U or later on M-U-U, but mainly M-U, Mu, right? So now, these Moors changed the word Mu from M-U to M-O-O. Now, we can say Mu, M-U-U, or M-U. So we only need 2 letters to say Mu. Them motherfuckers need 3 letters. Because there's no way to alter, if you take one O off their word, more, it's Mo. You see what I'm saying? It's Mo. So Mo or Mu. Well, if we can either use 1 U or 2 U's for Mu, and it's still Mu. That's how you know that's the original energy. No matter what we do to the word, whether we take 1 U or 2 U's, it's still Mu. But Mo or more is M-O-O. So you can only use Mu one way. You see what I'm saying? We always created words where you can say the same where it still had the same energy multiple ways. In this case, M-U or M-U-U. Mu. See what I'm saying? To express the mother energy, the nourishing energy of this planet or this plane, which is Heru. See what I'm saying? So this is what you got going on. Let me see. So this is how you know you have traitors amongst us. You know, this is how you know you got traitors amongst you when you dealing with this particular energy. Like why is there 2 different ways to say Mu? And they don't even give you the M-U-U version or the M-U version. They only propagate to you the M-O-O version. P game. When a cow said Mu, why you don't never see M-U-U? Ask yourself that. You never see the M-U-U. You always see M-O-O. So they propagating, they selling you a false energy. You know, they'll never give you the M-U-U energy because that's your original energy. So this is what we talking about. So we had traitors, and after we lost the war, that's when they banished us to this false body. You see what I'm saying? But we all along, we've been plotting. We've been plotting to set ourselves up for greatness, or set ourselves up to get the fuck up out of this prison when the opportunity presents itself. Here go Heru or Mu as y'all know her. You see what I'm saying? That's Moo. That's Moo. So, what's happening here? Y'all tell me. You know. And what Aladdin had a monkey with him. Who was that? Sun Wukong. The Monkey King. I don't know if I got a picture of the Monkey King in here. Let me see. Do I? No, I ain't got a picture of it. At least I don't think I do. But yeah. He had a monkey with him. And the monkey wore what? A fez. And you know he was Moorish descent. You see what I'm saying? But, you know, the energy is Sun Wukong because he's a monkey. The Monkey King, right? You know? So, Abu is what they call him in the story of Aladdin. So, this is what you got going on. These motherfuckers is fucking with your energy, So that's how you got trapped down here. That's how you got trapped down here. And of course, we're going to tell you how to get out this motherfucker too. We believe in balance. We're going to tell you what the problem is. And we're going to give you a solution to how to get up out this motherfucker. Or at least how to position yourself to get up out this motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? At least bare minimum. How to position yourself. You got to position yourself to get that alley-oop or to shoot that jump shot, right? Same thing. So now y'all know what happened. How y'all got trapped down here. They banished us. In the origin of the world story, they kicked them out. They kicked Adam and Eve out the Garden of Eden. They banished them to a prison realm. Yeah, they said it. They literally say that. The Archon said, we gonna put a spell on Adam. And that real shit is false. But I talked about that. That real shit is false. They put a spell on Adam, making him believe that fucking Eve came from his rib. And you can look at this Gnosticism, origin of the world. Check it out. And goddamn, they raped Eve. While he was under a spell. Right? They put him to sleep and put him on his spell. When he woke up, he believed that Eve came from his rib. And that's why he treated her like shit in the Christian story. The Christian version of it. Because he believed that Eve came from him. And Eve, and then the Archon tricked him into thinking that she was evil. When she was the one who woken him to who he really was. So you see what I'm saying? So don't think this shit ain't real. So let's continue here. So they banished them to a prison realm. No lie. That's where you get the story of the fallen angels from. They got banished to Tartarus. Right? They got banished to Tartarus. That's Adam and Eve, and their children. The children of self and all that shit is you. You got banished to Tartarus. You in Tartarus right fucking now. This is Tartarus. You in that magical prison that you got banished to. This was happening here. This what they not fucking telling y'all. You see what I'm saying? You in that fucking prison that they banished you to. As we speak, you in the battlefield right now. You playing Call of Duty right fucking now. You see what I'm saying? You playing Call of Duty right now. This Ninja Gaiden right fucking now. 2K right now. You see what I'm saying? You in the workshop right now. Dealing with this shit. So this is what you got going on. So you were banished after we lost the war. We were banished to this prison realm. We fell from the heavens. What was the heavens at this time? The fifth dimension. See what I'm saying? Fifth and fourth dimension. We fell from the heavens into a hellish-like realm, astral plane. And when the war got so bad on the astral plane, and we lost the war on the astral plane, the fourth dimension, they did as a sentence. For defying them, they banished us to a prison-like dimension, which is the hell realm you live, which is the Tartarian prison realm we live in. And they didn't even take it there. They said we gonna imprison them into bodies. You see what I'm saying? They souls into bodies. You see what I'm saying? Because you are souls on higher realms. That's why on the astral plane you whooping ass. Because you a soul on the astral plane. You in your soul form on the astral plane. But we banish them to bodies. And over the generations, what we gonna do? We going to degenerate their mind, body, spirits, and soul. A lot of people ask me, why the kids so weak now, Marv? You know, why children so dumbed down and this and that? It's all part of the plan. The worsening. We talked about this. The reason why shit's so fucked up right now is because it's a reflection of the deterioration of this dimension. This Tartarian dimension. You in Tartarus. You see what I'm saying? And it's gonna come a time where this shit just pretty much die off. Kids are so-called so weak now, or they don't have as much energy or strength as their forefathers and foremothers, because the bodies are getting, these versions of the bodies are weaker because the dimension is weaker. The frequencies of this dimension is weaker. So they're born into a time where the dimensions are transitioning. That's why they seem so much weaker, so much less intelligent than us, because they are born into this period. You know, that doesn't mean that they're less intelligent, because they can tap to their souls and be way wiser than us. We're just saying that's what it's looking like. That's what it's being presented to us right now. This is dying off. And since it's dying off, that's what it is, you know. This dimension is dying. And so the weakness of their bodies and minds and spirits is showing. It's reflecting back to us the deterioration, the worsening of this dimension. So let's continue here. Let's get it. What is the trigger for this inner ancestral power? Gnosis, which is the esoteric soul wisdom and knowledge of self, aka Sophia. You see what I'm saying? So it's their MK Ultra, the soulless ones, the archons. It's their MK Ultra to keep you suppressed and distracted from tapping into your soul power versus our gnosis, the esoteric knowledge of self, wisdom of self that frees your soul power so you can unleash it even here on their physical plane. And so you become a nightmare, which is why I use the Soul Calibur player nightmare in that particular post I did. You become a nightmare, a soul edge, which is the name of the blade he was wielding on this physical plane. You see what I'm saying? You become a nightmare to them. You become a spark, even in their fucking corruption, in their toxic matrix. Even in their darkness, you the spark in it. But you also a nightmare as well. Because just you being awoken down here distorts and deteriorates the matrix. And the more conscious you become, the more of a glitch you become, the more of an anomaly you become, like Neo in the Matrix. You see what I'm saying? So that's what gnosis is. Gnosis literally means to know. to become knowing. All knowing means you tapped into that all spark, which is your soul, which is literally all knowing. You see what I'm saying? All knowing, you know. And so when you tap into that spark, that divinity inside of you, that self-conscious, superconscious, ultra-conscious light inside of you, and also chaos inside of you, then you burst out of this shit. And this is what they got. This is what they dealing with here. This is what they're dealing with. So now, what do your energy come in the form of? It come in the form of these three wishes. You see what I'm saying? The wishes is your power, or the manifestations of your inner power. The pineal, the pituitary, and the hypothalamus. You see what I'm saying? You're using these three energies, these three wishes, to manifest what you need and want down here as you live through this prison life, this prison sentence. You see what I'm saying? So you just making the best of your life in a prison realm. You know, just because you're an inmate don't mean you have to have a horrible life while you locked down. Now, does it? you see what I'm saying? You can go to prison, and some of the prisoners happier in prison than they are in the real world, because in the real world they had so many fucking responsibilities, right? But in prison they're a lot happier because they don't have those responsibilities. They can manifest what the fuck they want because they understand the system of prison. was no different from you. You understand this shit? You can break this shit and manifest whatever the fuck you want to, with the right tools, knowledge, and unrelenting effort. You see what I'm saying? That's the true mystery. So now, there's a catch. But wait a minute. There's a catch. Aladdin and also the people in Wonder Woman 84 made the age-old mistake of wishing, using their inner power, inner force, for things, people, places, and ideas, instead of becoming the genie and freeing the genie from its inner prison, like Aladdin did, like Aladdin did. And, you know, so let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. In the movie Wonder Woman 84, Cuz got his hands on the Dream Stone, which was the Wish Stone, which is his power. Now, he could have chose to have any wish he wanted, right? He had one wish. If he only had one wish, Rage had it, right? So he chose to become the Wish Stone, the Dream Stone. So instead of just creating a dream, he chose to become the dream. And in this dream, since he became the dream, he gained all power in his hands automatically. Because he is the dream, instead of just creating one just to live in, he became one. And so anything that he dreamed of manifested automatically. He can gain life force, he can gain money, he gained power, he gained whatever the fuck he wanted to gain, because he was the dream. He was the power. He was the genie, the God. You see what I'm saying? The Seity. You know? We talking about the Seity energy. So he was the Seity at this point. See, you call on deities, but you become a Seity. You see what I'm saying? That's the difference. You call on your inner deities, but you become the Seity. A Seity taps into their own power. The deities are manifestations of that power, whether it be storm power, whether it be fire, whether it be water, whether it be earth or fire, whether it be air. You see what I'm saying? Whether it be manifestation, what the fuck you doing with that power? That's what a deity is. A deity is a personification of a natural principle down here. A Seity is one who becomes an all-encompassing, immortal, chaotic, conscious, superconscious, celestial entity here in the plane, here in this fucking prison plane. You see what I'm saying? In this prison plane. See what I'm saying? You become it instead of calling on it. You see what I'm saying? See, when you talk to the deities, you're still calling on their energy. But when you become a Seity, you are the energy. You see what I'm saying? You are the force. You no longer, you are it instead of just you calling on it or summoning it to need it. The Sith once said, I remember the dialogue between between Darth Plagueis and Darth Sidious when Sidious was receiving his training. He was trying to call upon the force to help him. Darth Plagueis looked at that nigga like, the fuck is you doing, nigga? We don't call on shit around here. You become the motherfucking force, nigga. You summon that shit with pure intent and willpower. You see what I'm saying? You become that energy. You don't call on fucking nothing. You don't call on the force. The force ain't your friend. Nigga, you are the force. You are it. What the fuck you need to be a friend for when you are it and it is you? You see what I'm saying? You the living, breathing embodiment of that shit. So I'm gonna need you to get your shit together, cities. I'm gonna need you to fucking be the force so you can climb up this cold ass fucking mountain that you on right now. And so that's what he did. He understood what he said. So he tapped in to his dark self, to his chaos energy, to that all spark inside of him. And he summoned the energy inside of him with pure will, and he became the force. You see what I'm saying? And he got his ass up there. He got his ass up that mountain and succeeded in whatever the fuck he needed to succeed in at that point in time. You see what I'm saying? So that's a little dialogue between them in a Darth Plagueis novel. You see what I'm saying? You know Darth Plagueis, my favorite Sith Lord. And nigga become the fucking force. The force ain't your fucking friend, nigga. You don't need his help. You are it. You are it. It's already stated that you have a symbiotic relationship with it. So why the fuck do you need his help? You are it. Just be the force. And the force gonna automatically operate through you anyway, if you just be it. But you gotta declare yourself as a living embodiment of it. You see what I'm saying? You have to take ownership of it and be it. And automatically you will do whatever the fuck you need to do with it in that particular moment to get shit done. So that's what he's saying here. So that's what he's saying. Which leads to the second part of it. Aladdin did what at the end of the movie? He freed the genie. Or should I say he freed his inner genie. And actually he became a black man. Interesting enough. You know, he became a black man. Why? Why did he become a black man? Because when he freed his genie, if he had to look at his inner genie right now, it would be melanin. And melanin is what? Black. Melanated. Dark. Copper tone. Right here. Brown and black is actually one and the same. Did y'all know that? Copper, brown, and black are one color. Literally, brown and black are literally one thing. You see what I'm saying? They are not a separate color. They are literally classified as the same fucking color expressed in a different fucking variation. So literally, brown and black is one thing. You see what I'm saying? There's no separation between their energy. Brown, black, bronze, copper, same shit. Same fucking shit. This is what you got going on here. This is what you got going on. So he became the Seity. You know, he unleashed his power. Now that he is the genie, now he realized, like, wait a minute. Why the fuck am I wasting my wishes wishing for shit when I can be the wish? You see what I'm saying? And by being the wish, I automatically unleash the wish. By becoming the genie, I automatically unleash the genie. You see what I'm saying? So he freed his inner power. You see what I'm saying? I wish you to be free, genie. I want you to be free. I want you to be a self-reliant, self-conscious, free will entity right now in this moment on this plane, in this hellacious Tartarian realm that we in. So that's what he did. That's what he did here. He became the Seity. See what I'm saying? That's the difference between a Seity and a deity. The Seity becomes his power, his force, his soul. A deity is something you call on. You call on your forces. Yeah, I need you to come be a storm. I need you to come so I can tap into this storm energy. Oh, sure, I need some love. See what I'm saying? Oh, goon, bestow me the powers of warlike energy. You see what I'm saying? But a Seity, now I am the energy. And automatically, I can be war, storm, or love at any fucking time I want to be. I don't even have to ask them because I am them automatically. See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? I don't have to worry about calling upon a certain energy because I am the energy. That's why I love that dialogue between Darth Plagueis and Darth City. Nigga, don't call on the force. Nigga, be the force. Be it. And from that point on, he understood, I am the force. The force is me. I am the force. The force is with me because the force is me and I am it by default. You see what I'm saying? By default. I am the force and the force is me by default. So everything else is a manifestation of the pure fact that I am it and it is me. So let's continue. And because I am it and it is me, my force, my inner genie automatically unleashes on the physical plane and manifests wherever I need because I am a living, breathing, sentient, sovereign being in the force because I become it. You see what I'm saying? That's how it works. That's how it works. So, where are we? Where's the journey of self? Where's the journey of self or journey of the hero? / anti-hero / monster. It is the inner quantum / shamanic experience of taking a walk through our own inner selves and finding the Seity, the omnimortal within. See, you're omnimortal when you're a Seity. See, when you're a deity, you're ancient. See what I'm saying? You back there somewhere. Ancient means you back there. But goddamn, when you're omnimortal, you everything. You ain't past, present, or future. But you are past, present, or future. Because it's one thing in the force. But you just don't have no distinction of it. You know, that's why you experience nothing but timelessness when you vibrating high as fuck. You don't think about time. What's that? That's an energy. You know, it's over there somewhere, you know. I can go talk to Cronus whenever the fuck I feel like it, true. Like, yo, what time is it, Cronus? Shit, tell me what time is it. Oh, it's 4:44, cuz. Okay, gotcha. All right, I need to know something. Because I need to go do something with it. You see what I'm saying? I need to go do something with my time. That's why you need the time energy when you need it. But usually when you are the energy, you find out what time is it, and then you go do whatever you need to do with it. You don't call upon it. I know it's 4:44. Okay, let's go do what I need to do. That's what a deity thinks. A deity, or you calling on Cronus to be your time for you, instead of just going to go live out your time like a regular person. See what I'm saying? All right, it's 4:44. Let me go do whatever the fuck I need to do at 5 o'clock. You see what I'm saying? Let me go drive to wherever I need to be through time and space and volume to be that energy. You see what I'm saying? To do whatever I need to do with that time. That's what Cronus is. You see what I'm saying? That's what happened when you become the Seity. You no longer think that you need anything outside of your all spark, your conscious soul, your super conscious self or ultra conscious self. You see what I'm saying? You Yoda now. Yoda didn't need shit. Yoda just sit on the fucking log all day chilling. You know, walked around, fed himself and did whatever, but everything was manifested for him. And when he needed to use the force, he used it or whatever. But he didn't really need to do anything. Sidious didn't need to do shit. He just sat on his fucking throne all day. You see what I'm saying? Because he was the force. They were the force. They realized that the force is bigger than such concepts as yin and yang, 4 elements, this and that. You know, astrological signs and all that shit. Nah, I am all that. I don't need that no more. You know, I don't need that to dictate my destiny, because I am my destiny. I am my fate. I've taken control of that now. So that's what this is. That's what this is, you know. Words to the wise. You see what I'm saying? So what is a Seity? It is one who has realized their own inner uniqueness, selfhood, individuality, and occult power. You see what I'm saying? / occultism. You see what I'm saying? Occult power and occultism. Occultism is the fact that you found your hidden power. See, the hidden power is the manifestation of your realization that you are an all spark, an ancient being. You see what I'm saying? An advanced ancient being. You see what I'm saying? Who has become this omnicestral, omnimortal power. You see what I'm saying? So that's what you got going on here. So how do you become a Seity? You become a Seity by going within and rebuilding the quantum verse within you, which is you. From there, it is a matter of tapping into that inner, chaotic, monstrous, celestial solar self, and begin to push it out of you through constant meditation, Tai Chi, Gnosis, yoga, Qigong, dance, research, and an inner hunger that is not easily sated. You see what I'm saying? See, to become a Seity, one must first have been a deity and come to realize that it is not enough, because there's always more. You see what I'm saying? There's always more. This is the secret. This is the way. So yeah, there you go. You see what I'm saying? And y'all just need some help with understanding how you become the Seity, how you become this energy. Go watch the Jason Bourne series, you know, Bourne Identity, Bourne Supremacy, Bourne Ultimatum, Bourne Legacy, Jason Bourne. Literally, he just went through a whole fucking alchemical process. Niggas was like, nigga, you David Webb. He like, I'm Jason Bourne and David Webb. Fuck it. I'm dark and light. You know, I am what I am. I'm an assassin. I'm this, I'm that. And everybody in the movie just kept telling me, you will not find peace till you accept what you are. And what are you? I am what I am. You know, I am it. Whatever it is that I'm supposed to be, I'm already it. You see what I'm saying? So, boy, are those movies on Netflix? They may be on Amazon Prime. I don't know about Netflix. You know, but I watched Jason Bourne on Amazon Prime, but I had to pay $4 to rent it. But I already had the other 4 movies. I didn't know they had released a 5th one, but I watched all 5 of them, man. Yeah, he basically remembering who the fuck he is. A movie about remembrance. You know, he remembered who the fuck he was, and he became it. He became that genie, and then he unleashed that genie. I mean, because he had already had the abilities. Some of y'all are already born with your abilities. You just don't know who the fuck you are. Some of us born with the knowledge, but we got to discover the power. Some of us born with the power, and we got to discover the knowledge, the gnosis. You see what I'm saying? So it depends on what line up. See, I was born with the knowledge and had to discover the power. But I know a lot of people, they already had the power, but they didn't have the gnosis. So to become a complete Seity, you need the gnosis and the power. You see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? You need to know what the fuck going on, and you need the power to act on or make the shit that you know about happen. You see what I'm saying? Like, say for example, you know, let's say for example you're a god. But what does that mean? How do you act that out? What is the power of being a god? Well, on a basic level, you generate, say for example, I always use the cereal. You know, the cereal fucking analogy. You go into your room, you go into your kitchen, you look in your cabinet, no cereal, what? You then begin what? Generating the thought of buying cereal. You go to Walmart, you get the cereal, you organize your finances to buy the cereal. Now, when you buy the cereal, and you simultaneously destroy the reality without cereal. You see how that go? When you run out of cereal, you simultaneously destroy the reality that had cereal. See how that's operate? Generate, operate, destroying. And that's just on a basic level. You do that shit every day. You know, before you even get to your special abilities, your psychic abilities. Hey, let's talk about the root chakra shit you're doing first. You generate, operate, destroying on all levels. You see what I'm saying? Those are just universal functions inside of you. You know? So this is what you got going on here. That's what makes you a Seity. A Seity understands that it manifests on all levels, from the crown to the root and on back up again. See what I'm saying? You are the power. You know, you are the power. So there you go. There you go. So that's Genie's wish. Genie's wish is Genie's power. The power of your own quantum genetic energy that you have become and learned to access and manifest outside of you. You know, supernatural. Supernatural. You see what I'm saying? It appears to be supernatural. It's natural to you once you come into it, but it's supernatural to other motherfuckers because they haven't came into it. So yeah, in a sense, you are supernatural because you tap into shit that other motherfuckers can only dream of. And some motherfuckers can't even dream of it. And other motherfuckers think it's a nightmare that you tapping into it. So different point of views feel some kind of way about you tapping into this ancient omniscient power inside of you. You see what I'm saying? And when you become it, that's when they really become nervous. Because shit, you think you need to chant or do Tai Chi or Qigong. After you become it, you could do whatever the fuck you want to do. See what I'm saying? You just do those things to express it. You feel like you need to do some body work, so you do Qigong. You know, you do some body work, so you exercise. You do some spirit work, so you do Qigong. You see what I'm saying? It's Qigong more of a spiritual practice. So you need to develop your mind, so you study. You see what I'm saying? So you wanna feel adventurous, but you don't wanna leave the fucking house, so you watch a movie or play a video game. You actually do want to feel adventurous, and you leave the house, so you go to the park and walk around it. You see what I'm saying? And just be in the now and live it. That's all this is. That's all this is. So that's the Genie's wish. That is how to become the Seity. You've never had a friend like me. They're all spark. They're Genie. You see what I'm saying? They're genius within. So go get you some. They're super genius. And even they're ultra genius. The Grand Master, the Master, and the intelligent one. So yeah. Any questions? Any questions? Any question? Take one or two. I got about 13% here, so yeah, any question? Tell me your thing, no problem. Okay, what up, kid? Thank you. Yeah, Mustafa, yeah, Magi or Magi, whatever, however they like to say it. That shit fire. This is an anime. My nigga go in on that too. Abu, thank you for the knowledge, no problem. That's what we do. Thank you, Chosen. Love y'all. I ain't got no questions. I'm gonna get out of here. You know, I'm Marvin Jones. Put the word out. Share this with your friend. You know, share this with your friends. Y'all want to check out my occult lectures? You can hit me up at the Midnight Water. And if y'all want to donate, you can Cashapp me at mcjnetwork. And I'm out. Peace.